kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Second, cuts to his corner, takes the shot, he scores!
Welcome back to AHN Arena for Peters Township Girls Volleyball. I'm your color announcer, Jack Sikowski.
And our play-by-play commentator, Joey Sprigal.
Today we have a great matchup, the Peters Township Indians versus the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars. First game of the season. We're hoping for a great one today. As the lineups take the field.
It's good to be back, Jack.
It is good to be back, Joe. Last year we saw Peters Township win their home playoff game.
Yeah, getting bounced in the quarterfinals.
Sadly. But, you know, hopefully this year they're hoping to be back and better than ever.
Turn a lot of players. You know, a lot of new players going to step up for this team. And they'll hopefully make a run to the Whipple championship. And I think they have the talent to do so.
I agree, Joe. This TJ lineup, though, pretty solid as well. We're going to be in for a good game today, Joe. I can already tell.
Alex Knox, sophomore, freshman returning last year. And first serve to start, the home stand. The outside hit, tipped up. Knox to the setup, and hit on, digged up, right to the side. And Peters Township gets the first point of the night, and it's 21, Maddie Carroll, the sophomore, getting the first point for Peters Township, and Alex Knox continuing to serve.
Knox back to serve again. She puts the ball over.
Digged up high in the air for TJ, slowing it down. And just tossed over. Knox outside, and barely tapped over, but TJ's gonna get the reset. And the spike, and right past Knox, unable to dig it up on the defensive side. So TJ responding quickly, 1-1.
As we see TJ go back to serve. As Peters Township trades points.
Whistle on in, floats it. Here's a little barrel. Knox right in front, and spike tips the net, and it digged up, but no more. Peters Township another point.
The second for Maddie Carroll today. Starting off the game hot.
And senior, Callie Holmes, the number one, back to serve.
I'll tell you what, Joe, she wears number one for a reason.
Number one in the field and in our hearts. The outside hit, right to Alex Knox, to Libero 14. It's one tapped on over to the backside. Holmes digged up, front Knox, and 21 did, and outside it was Maddie Carroll just missing into your bottom right corner of your screen.
We're seeing so far Peters Township definitely setting a lot of their right sides this year. Really working on this attack and setting up a pretty good offense for the rest of the day.
Got Holmes, goes back toward the chase as Eva Drake, but Alex Knox is going to dump it. So TJ, the reset, that's the outside hit. Good dig by Drake. On the back and a stab at it for number 5.
Beautiful play right there. As Peters Township sets the outside, bringing them up. The Indians up 3-2.
Serve, too high. So TJ, both sides can't find any separation. And an unforced error on the serve.
TJ making substitutions. Peters Township bringing in the libero, defensive specialist, Eva Drake. TJ back to serve. Number 2 puts it over.
Holmes to Knox on the right side, 16, and
Shanked into the stands as Peters Township takes the lead back 4-3.
so Maddie Carroll going to get a quick rest. Kenzie Langlois, the senior, where's number 2, is going to get her first serve of the night. Trying to give an insurance point for her team, Peters Township. Digged up by TJ on the outside hit, just tapped over, but that's going to be 4 hits. Peters Township, first 2-point lead of the night. And let's see if Kenzie Langlois can continue this streak for Peters Township.
Let's hope so, Joe. She's back to serve. Up and over. On the overpass, Peters Township slams the ball down. 6-3, Peters Township now taking a bit of a more comfortable lead for the Indians.
Just reached on over the net and denied it. Easy point, 10 out of 10 times. And Valen coming and hit the antenna. Ref calls it straight away. Peters Township on a run, 7-3 in this first set.
Peters Township showing signs of dominance early in this game. But TJ kept it close so far, so I wouldn't count them out to pull it back.
Langlois on a hot streak. Many dig for it, and that's not going to get in front of the net. Peters Township, Kenzie Langlois on fire right now.
These TJ coaches definitely, so you can see him over there discussing the lineup.
I wouldn't be surprised seeing a timeout trying to freeze Kenzie Langlois.
Neither would I, Joe. She's on a hot streak right now.
And
we just so happened to jinx her right there. Our apologies, folks.
Yeah, the good old announcer jinx. So TJ gonna get finally a serve in quite some time.
Hoping to make a run, try to get this game closer.
Let's see this
Bring it back up.
Defense. Drake, Langlois off the outside hit, knocks and denied up front, but Peters Township stay with it as Langlois just pushes it on over, and TJ doing that attack. Langlois for the dig, libero, knocks, outside hit, tips. Does he get on over, but not high enough.
Just short of the net. As that nice battle for the ball right there goes Peters Township's favor.
Nice ball.
Callie Holmes taking a rest as Peters Township is back to serve.
And a weird bounce as miscommunication by TJ as they let it fall. Peters Township, yet again, 10-4. And hits the net, but goes over. Plays on. Langlois on the outside for knocks and tries to block it, but goes straight down.
We saw a lot of this last year, and I feel like we'll definitely see a return of this.
A sophomore
Walker's
season.
getting the hands up, just not quite pushing over to secure the block. Seen this on both sides of the ball.
It's hard to do that on an Alex Knox hit over.
I'm inclined to agree, Joe.
Good defense there by TJ on the outside hit, but goes backwards, and they just have to pick that one up. 12-4, Peters Township on quite a run. It was number 8, Lily O'Connor, the Irish sledgehammer, with the hit on over to get the points.
Saw a lot of production out of her last year. I think she'll definitely be one of their top options again.
Short hit, but TJ recovers. And all in the back.
Ooh!
Good communication as the call-outs say out. They leave it. Peters Township still on the run, and timeout for TJ.
Timeout for TJ, Joe.
As this Peters Township run is straight dominance over on offense and defense on both sides of the net.
Peters Township, beautiful 2 runs right there. Pulled him ahead a solid 10 points as TJ only struggled to find 1 in that span.
Yeah, with the 2 and the 16 going on impressive hot streaks, and even though if they can't get the aces off the serve, the great recovery by Peters Township, and honestly just minimizing the mistakes that TJ has also, with their passes, has also been making some kind of careless decisions, a lot of times getting to 4-hit penalties.
That's true, Joe. TJ just struggling a little bit to get a hand on the ball. We've seen a few missed blocks, a few balls in the net. Just not being able to get the ball over is a little bit of a struggle for TJ right now, but first set of the game, you can't really blame them. They'll definitely start to pull together.
And all you need is you just need a reset off this timeout. See what they do right here. So they pass it overnight.
Under the net.
Net violation.
Sloppy little mistake right there. It's going to cost TJ a point.
I think they say, yeah. So coming off the timeout, Pierce Township still going strong.
It's hard to make mistakes with this Peters Township offense and stay in the game, Joe. They know how to stay dominant.
And on the hit, digged up, Langlois on the outside, O'Connor, and blocks, but not good enough, as that one's going to hit down again. So 15-4, Peters Township still going.
Couldn't quite push it over.
Off the back, TJ pushes it over, and quick feet is Eva Drake. Knox putting it back. O'Connor on the back foot. All the way to the backside. Good recovery by Peters Township, right? You said, Jack. And hits the net, but tips on over. So first point one for TJ. And
unlucky bounce on the net right there, Joe.
They're hoping that starts to run as they make some substitutions.
They make some substitutions, hoping to adjust this offense. Trying to pull back because Peters Township currently leads
So
15-5.
Libero to Libero. Langlois sets up in front. Knox with a spike.
Fort Knox slamming the ball down. Beautiful hit right there, right on the 10-foot line. Peters Township just not letting up any sort of pressure on this TJ defense.
Angelina Williams into the game. And Libero, Eva Drake. It's a junior defensive specialist. TJ the tap over onto the backside. Langlois sets it up for Knox on the outside, but can't get high enough. So rare mistake by Alex Knox, and they back her up. Studies do show that teams that do support each other, that gives each other high fives, and just picks each other up more, and actually are more successful than the individual ones. NBA study, by the way.
That's an NBA study right there. I think that definitely attributes to this Peters Township girls team. They stay positive, even when they're down. They're really good at rallying and bringing it back. And they're not going to have to bring it back at all this game, as it's hit from the back row.
TJ scrambling, but slow it down. Langlois for Williams, and not high enough, so just have to smile it off. TJ
gets another point on the board, starting to slowly creep into a comeback. Joe?
Still a long way to go. You're down by 9.
Exactly. I think the boys team can learn a little bit from that NBA study, Joe.
Up top of the 2, Williams, and just a joust in front. But slowing things down. Knocks again, but just on the outside. No, they're going to say there's a tip on the front, so Peters Township will end up getting the point.
Some great playmaking by Alex Knox right there, hitting it right off the libero when it looked like the ball was going to go out.
She hits it so quick you can't even see you hit it.
Exactly. Fast reaction time.
And after she got the point, she is going to get the serve.
Hard hit as they pass it over from the back row. Free ball.
Knox going to set it up for O'Connor. And all the way to the backside, right to the JV bench.
The Irish sledgehammer doing her thing.
Sophomore on a run. Small floater. Good defensive moves. Try to get the block up, but Williams for Knox. So O'Connor, and that's going to hit off the little blockers. And Peters Township going to get another point, 19-7, on quite the run for this first set, and a run that they needed in order to have a successful season.
What a way to open up the first set of the season, Joe. I'm inclined to agree.
So
I wouldn't be surprised to see a TJ timeout anytime soon.
Yeah,
maybe they just play it out.
I was about to say they do still have a timeout, but they might let the girls play. Just get a long reset.
Exactly.
O'Connor on the side, and is that inside?
Just out of bounds.
The line judge, out of bounds.
Jaguars making some substitutions as Peters Township leads 19-8. It's over.
Reach to Drake. And on the run is 21, Maddie Carroll. Right back to Drake. She's going to have to jump it over onto the top right side. And too hard hit. Peters Township reaching that 20 mark, up by 14. So a forced error for TJ.
Yep. Peters Township, 5 more serves to, or 5 more points to end the set.
It could be another 5 more serves that she had a hot streak last time. See if Callie Holmes can continue it.
Good recovery there by the TJ defense as they put it over.
Sets up Maddie Carroll and tips, but good defensive moves for TJ. As TJ is going to get their own hit and high up in the air for Drake.
Ooh.
Sets up the 16. Up on the top side and can't get the block, but Maddie Carroll right there to support. Williams over, TJ. That's some good moves, good ball on both sides.
Oh my goodness, Joe.
And blocked, but oh.
Blocked right out of bounds. TJ with a beautiful rally right there. Just gets the edge over Peters Township.
Yeah, both sides to serve at that point, and they just fall on TJ's side. So TJ still down by 11, a long way to go, but
that's a big momentum builder right there, Joe. I'll tell you that much.
every point matters. Those points are going to hurt you if you're Peters Township, and they're going to feel pretty good if you're TJ. And a big dig, and had to dive, but just too short. That's not high enough. Peters Township going back again.
Peters Township back with the serve.
Junior.
Angelina Williams.
Whistled on in. 4 points away.
It's over.
And
Right
blocked
in
on the
net.
outside. I don't know if that ever got past, but Peters Township 3 points away this time. And Williams.
TJ still struggling a little bit, getting the ball over the net on the hitting. As Peters Township seems to remain dominant on the serving side.
Yeah, like we said last year, this wasn't just a senior show. This is a top to bottom, juniors, freshmen, sophomores, and seniors too are also all showing up for this Peters Township team.
It takes a village, Joe. And
Yeah.
we have a pretty good one here. As
the junior just missed it, 24. Just misses it real quickly.
yep.
She's laughing that one off. They're gonna support her. You got some.
You have a little bit of wiggle room right there, up 12 points. Peters Township leading 22-10.
Peters Township, of course, probably not gonna let that happen. You know, they probably say to themselves, you're only up by 1, and another mistake.
Rare mistake there by Callie Holmes. Ball gets shanked for the TJ ace. Peters Township up 22-11. TJ causing another ace.
Yeah, if I'm-
22-12, Peters Township's going to have to, they have this wiggle room, but you don't want to be giving up this huge lead.
If I'm Coach
especially not
Kelly,
right now.
sitting on that top side, I say you let your girls play. You're still up by 10, so just let's see what happened. Get those mistakes out. So no need for our timeout to freeze the girls,
Exactly.
but keep it in your back pocket.
Let them play as ball gets hit into a net.
So another mistake for Peters Township.
Peters Township just making an unnecessary error there. However, the last two were just beautiful serves by TJ as she's back to serve again. Ball's over to Holmes.
Knox sets it up, 24, onto the back foot, TJ. TJ puts it over, and on the back foot, just trying to push it over is Knox.
3-point hits.
And a tap over, and Drake trying to get a dive to support back on the blocks, but no good again. TJ still on a run.
Couldn't get back on that coverage fast enough, unfortunately, as they are now only leading 8 points, Joe.
Good math there, Jack.
Takes me a little bit. I am in varsity calc.
Holmes, Knox, 16. And that's the point that Pierce has to use for, trying to slam the door on TJ and try to come out with this first set win. And they're going back to the serve. Just 2 points. And they're going to go with the number 2, Kenzie Langlois.
Back to serve. Last time we saw her, she went on quite the hot streak. Hopefully they can close it out for 2 points right here.
Backside for Holmes, 16 on the back, cross shot, And yet another one.
Slammed straight back down by number 16.
Couldn't get the first time, but could get it twice.
So nice she had to hit it twice, Joe, as Peters Township is now sitting at match point. 24-14.
Set point.
Set point.
Kenzie Lingwood's going to try to do it.
Will she be able to?
Onto the
It's up.
backside. I'll give you this one, Jack.
To the right side. Shanked to the back by Langlois, sadly.
So just going to have to.
Need a little bit of communication out there. It's
got
not
to-
a dire mistake, though.
Going to wait a few more seconds. Peters Township can get this.
TJ hoping for at least a 9-point streak right here if they're hoping to stay in the game.
Continue, so Peters Township just needs one more point to get this first set win.
Will she be able to do it?
Holmes, the senior, right to Knox on the backside. I think that was in. The receipt's in.
Beautiful
The
hit
Peters
right there.
Township, 25-15.
Peters Township winning this first set.
So Jack, what do you think of that? Make of that first set?
Joe, we for sure saw some Peters Township dominance. Peters Township, beautiful offense. I mean, what a way to start your first season back, your first game back. Alex Knox, Lily O'Connor, definitely. To just throw some names out there. We saw some good freshmen. They were freshmen last year. Definitely led a little bit of the offense. I mean, they're not letting up in their junior season, or in their sophomore season, Joe. That much was evident. I mean, TJ, you're seeing a little bit of mistakes getting back, covering the ball, and just a little bit of struggling getting the ball over the net. But, you know, we saw a lot of scrappy play out of them, and we saw some great points out of them as well. So I would not count them out of this game yet. Even though Peters leads the set, you know, you got 4 more sets. 4 more sets to show them what you're worth. And, you know, I think we're definitely in for a good game, Joe.
I have to agree with you on all points, Jack. All right, PTCT7. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Joe Segal, and I'm here with Jack Sikowski.
I'm your color announcer still, Jack Sikowski. We'll see you after the break. And welcome back after the break. We saw a very dominant Peters Township first set, but anything can still happen, Joe. I'm your color announcer, Jack Sikowski.
And I'm your play-by-play commentator, Joe Segal, here on PTCT7. 0-0 as we go to the second set. Peters Township win the first set pretty handily, 25-15 after the short stumble on the end. So TJ's going to go, and I'll
Staying scrappy out here.
leave this to you, Jack.
Set by Knox. Slammed by the Irish Sledgehammer. Peters Township leading 1-0 this first set, Joe. Or the second set, my apologies. Peters Township starts it on a hot streak.
And Alex Knox back to serve. She was good all last year, and still doing good pretty this year. Rare mistake by her, though. So unforced error, 1-1. TJ's going to get back as TJ makes some substitutions.
As number 25 for TJ goes back to serve.
And Callie Holmes is going to put on that defensive specialist shirt.
Putting on the libero jersey.
Knox with a chase after it, and she's going to save it for Maddie Carroll on the back foot, but TJ can get something out of it, and it's blocked down, but legal hit for Angelina Williams.
As TJ takes their first lead of the night. Joe, you bring up something pretty interesting. You know, we saw Callie Holmes on offense a lot last year as well, but it seems she's shifting to a primarily back row role. As last set, we only saw her play on defense, and now she has the libero jersey. As Peters Township is unable to get that ball over the net, TJ leads 3-1.
That's Williams missing it on the stab at it. So TJ, a good run. Nothing to be, just a 2-point deficit. Nothing to be too afraid for Peters Township. I see they got a point back on the unforced error.
Good communication by Holmes there, letting everybody know to stay off the ball. As Eva Drake,
Now in her red jersey.
she swapped with Holmes, is back into serve, Joe. And I'll leave it to you.
Drake, and just shanked it onto the top side. TJ with another point, 4-2. So TJ coming off a hotter start than they did in the first set. But you know, it was close in the first set in the beginning, but Peters Township eventually ran away with it. So let's see what happens. So there's plenty of time left.
You never
and
know.
Matt Carroll
It's
denied.
up.
Keep going.
Oh. Holmes with a beautiful recovery. Great coverage on the block. Nobody on the Peters Township seed saw her get that up, though. They thought it hit the ground. Unfortunate, as TJ starts to run away with it, taking their momentum to a 5-2 lead over Peters Township.
Just bounces going TJ's way.
As they pick up momentum. I don't know what happened in that huddle, but obviously something good.
And that's something to build off. Freya Lamping, 16, 3-5. Sorry. Al Gorman's gonna come in.
Angelina Williams, the middle blocker, back to serve now. The true junior.
Tapped over, digged up, 23.
Ooh. Called it dead. Peters Township couldn't quite get it up. Nope, we're gonna call a replay on the point. Ref blew the whistle, but the ball was still live. Rare mistake by the officiating here. We usually see a very good game out of them, but
See, Jack, I would never notice that happening. That's why we got you up in the booth.
Exactly.
It's the net, but no blocked. So Knox gonna get the reset on the outside for the 16. Digs up. 17. And Peters Township gets a hand on it, but it's Knox on the run. But on the outside, Maddie Carroll, and net point. Still going. Good volley. And hits the net, digged up by TJ, and we're still going.
Beautiful volley right here, as it just sails right out of bounds.
Forced error, Peters Township on forced error for TJ, sorry. As Peters Township climbing back in as they're within one. And Angelina Williams back to serve. She gets her bounces in, whistled in.
And it's up.
And here we go. TJ on the outside. Knox, Carroll, blocked up, and up front, so dumped off for Williams. And TJ,
Couldn't quite get it over the net there, Joe.
just shanked on the hit over. So
Exactly.
tied up at 5 apiece. Williams trying to give the lead for Peters Township first time of the set.
Peters Township, even if they had hit that ball over, you have El Gorman right there, ready to just slam it back down in your face. So
And blocked, but all the way to the
sails out of
side.
bounds. Yep.
TJ,
Tipped off the block.
TJ quick to call it.
Game is staying close, but TJ still leads by 1 point, 6-5.
6-5. You said there, Jack. And 22, up, digged up, but Callie Holmes unable to get it. It was 22 of El Gorman, unable to reach it.
Number 2 back to serve again. If I remember correctly, she led him on a streak last set. We'll see if she can do the same.
16,
Oh!
and unable to block it, goes straight down.
As Peters Township is only down 6-7, Joe. What a game we have today, folks. What a game.
Liv Lear, her making her first appearance. Junior. And it's a good first service as that's an ACE.
Ace, ace, ace.
You and the boys team might say you know so straight, but up here we say ACE, 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 ace. Welcome to my world, John.
Glad to be here, Joe. As Lear goes over to serve. To the setter, setting the right side. Couldn't quite get it over, as the game is tied back up 7-7.
So Lear on a good run. If she gets...
We saw Lear a lot last year, Joe. I don't know if you recall, but she was very dominant in the back row.
She's making it
She's making her appearance.
yet again, and still dominant, as she gives her team the lead. 8-7. TJ
8-7.
on this, and can't get it over, so not high enough. Peters Township gets a good insurance point, 9-7. Peters Township's starting to get the ball moving.
Yep, we're definitely seeing momentum shift back in Peters Township's favor. As Lear goes back to serve again for her 4th serve.
Up top, onto the side, tried to get it over, hits the net, but recovered for Lear on the side of the 16, and digged up, but unable to get there.
Right in the donut hole right there, Joe. Good read by 16 as Peters Township takes the lead by 3.
We actually saw that a lot from last year for from Peters Township, the Denver Host. They're actually pretty good covering that.
As TJ takes their first time out, most likely because they lost the semi-dominant lead that they had. But, you know, after last time out, they definitely made a few changes, came back a little stronger, so maybe they're going to utilize their timeout pretty well.
So Peters Township on a good run. 40 seconds left, so I think Coach Kelly just keep telling what you're doing, and
you know, just let them keep playing their game. This is definitely what he's telling the girls right now. Lear, they're definitely trying to freeze Lear right now. I mean, we're starting to see her on a hot streak, and last year, when she got on one, she just wouldn't stop.
Yeah, they've been perfect ever since she's came in.
Peters Township playing a very scrappy game right now. You know, we saw quite a few defensive errors last time, you know, some points that could have been prevented. And, you know, they're starting to come back. Not let those easy points happen again. TJ struggling to get a few hits over the net. Results in a few lost points, but they're still having a very dominant game. Some beautiful hits and some great serves are throwing Peters Township off their roll as the freeze works successfully. TJ gets the point back. Peters Township only leads 10-8 as Lear misses her first serve of the night. 12 back to serve for TJ as she puts the ball over.
Digs up.
Lear to set. Slammed by 16, just out of bounds as the timeout seems to be going in TJ's favor.
Hit the net and just have an unfavorable bounce. So yeah, TJ is coming off the timeout pretty good. This is a reminder, Peters Township's home opener and season opener versus TJ, and we'll see them Thursday versus Beaver Area High School before going away next week to multiple opponents at Mount Lebanon High School and away at North Catholic High School. But as we got a good volley going on, and that's going to get ended by Alex Knox as she gets an excellent spike. And splits the defenders as Peters Township goes up 11-9.
Fort Knox taking control back of this game, Joe.
So Ryan Lamping, you know, we got to fix that on the roster. It says she's 17, but 16. It's the jersey she's wearing. High dig, good by the libero, and backed up by 9 Lear to Knox, and on the volley, net battle, and it's going to be won by TJ. So that's getting more out points. Off both teams just jousting in front. TJ coming off and down within 1 point.
Fort Knox out there, not letting those mistakes define her. You know, she hit the ball into the block, but she got right back under it, popped it up. Peters Township sadly couldn't perform off that, but you know, that's just the kind of stuff you see out of a leader like that. Been playing starting since freshman year, Joe.
Knox and hits the net. So to say 4 hits. And TJ's going to tie up at lucky number 11.
Number 5, Bella Peckney, recovers the ball for Peters Township, but they couldn't get a hit off it. As the score's tied 11-11, still up Peters Township.
So point there for TJ as they regain the lead for the first time in a while. Haven't done it since the first of the set.
That timeout definitely shifted momentum in their favor, Joe, as they keeping the game close again. Lear set.
And denied up top, but Holmes going to save it.
As Knox hits it over.
And still
TJ kicks it up.
We keep
Ball's
on going.
still alive, folks.
Lear on the side. O'Connor.
Oh!
Another dig, but to the bench. And O'Connor going to end that great volley and great chance for great defense by TJ. But it's end up going to be another point for Peters Township as we're both tied up at 12 apiece.
Peters Township just could not get a hit on the court. TJ just flying all over the place, making crazy dives, making crazy kicks. But you know, the Irish sledgehammer, one of the dominant forces in nature, Joe. Putting the hammer down.
Outside hit, the 22. And there's going to whistle down.
Oh, a double called. You don't see a lot of those called in modern volleyball anymore, Joe.
You don't. So I think it might have been going out, but I think it might have hit the line. But good effort nonetheless by Peters Township play to the final whistle. It's Kylie Holmes.
One of Peters Township's strong suits this game, definitely.
Trying to extend that lead to Peters Township.
Improved on since last year is their communication. as they couldn't quite get that block over, sadly.
So Williams and Knox trying to get the combined effort to block it, but just couldn't get the hands too up front.
I don't know if you can hear it on the broadcast, people, but, you know, you're here in Peters Township. Everybody on that court's talking, communicating. That's definitely contributing to a strong Peters Township, just roster in general. As it's a lift on Peters Township, TJ takes the lead back 14-13.
So much closer.
Breaking the tie.
Much closer set this time in the second set round after we saw Peters Township winning pretty handily. Peters Township is upset 1-0. And hard hit, and TJ plays it.
Tipped off number 17 in the back row.
One of the fastest shots in the WPL, one of the hardest shots in the WPL. And very rare people can defend that shot, and they didn't there. So Alex Knox, after getting the points, going to go back and get the serve.
And it's over.
So
back to pass.
Back
Sets it to the outside. Couldn't get the block up. As Knox the set to the outside.
O'Connor on the block side, and it's going to hit right down just on the line.
Just inside right there.
So TJ right back, securing that lead, 15-14. Remember, since our win by 2, first one to 25.
This one's definitely staying close, Joe. As you're right, it's best of 25, win by 2.
And Williams
just whiffs it right there. Unfortunate, you know, sometimes you get a ball in the air, you can lose track of it. The lights get a little too bright, and you know, that's something you just shake off. You have to move past, but you can't keep making mistakes like that, obviously.
Yeah, but like, you know,
especially with TJ taking a 2-point lead.
What she adds to the team, I think, like, she can make one mistake, because like what she adds to the team is like 10 times what she took away just in that one play. That's a rare mistake for her. As TJ going to get a missed serve. Peters Township still down within 1 on the unforced error.
Some excellent analysis there, Joe.
And Drake back to serve.
Back to serve.
Whistled in. So we go to silence. TJ pushes it over, and hard shot, but set up for Knox on the outside, and up top, right to the PA announcer. It's a 16 of Ray Lamping, the sophomore, as she ties it up 16.
Very good. Especially we've seen this game, you know, hitting it off the block, you know. You can get the block up, and the block doesn't mean you win the point, Joe. She can just hit it straight off and, you know, still make it a dominant Peters Township play.
Good dig at TJ. TJ on the cross. It steps up is Holmes. And on the block is TJ, as was Maddie Carroll with a hard shot trying to get over.
Hard shot straight into the block, you know. That's what happens, you know. Carroll, beautiful thing, beautiful hit, straight over. 9 times out of 10, that's a dominant hit, but if you get the block, that comes slamming right down on your defense.
Yeah, perfect jump time. TJ's going to give the lead right back.
Ties it back up at 17-17.
Both struggling to get it over the net. There's a lot of unforced errors on both sides, really, but it's really hurting them on the serve. As they're all tied at 17. Williams, the 20, back to serve. To the right side, tipped up. Shows us Knox. To the side, Carroll, and too hard hit as you can't get the placement. So TJ, yet again, is going to get back to the lead. Just both sides trading points.
Couldn't get that power shot over. You know, I think you could definitely see either team start to take a little bit of a lead here. And whichever one does, I feel like we're going to see a timeout here soon, Joe, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no one wants to make the first move. It's a game of attrition.
Exactly.
Holmes
with the cover.
And Jocelyn Crump, but no one set it up. It was a diving effort on the bottom side for Eva Drake to save it. But TJ finally going for the insurance point. But you're still not side enough. Nope, we are going to see the timeout. So Coach Kelly saw them finally get a second point in a row. And that's it for best run. And we're going to take a short 1-minute break. Just going to get heads clear. TJ, keep doing what you're doing. You know, you're not playing the most dominant. You're making still a lot of mistakes, but that's a lot better than what you're doing last year. And Peters Township, just need to switch the on and off switch, find the start of the path again, and just come out firing. And don't let TJ get any points here.
Exactly. Peters Township has to refine their momentum, their dominance that they held in that first set. You know, TJ is doing really good right now. on the hits, Peters Township can get a little rowdy recovery down low, but they can't get the second hit. They can't get the second pass to set up a offense or even a free ball over the net. TJ is getting great placement on those balls, hitting them over. As both teams break from the timeout, and TJ goes back to serve.
I think it's the small stuff, you know. Don't let it touch the ground, get the balls over the net, you know. Get your serves going. And
that's definitely the story of this game so far, Joe.
Get more points
for
the other
both
team.
Teams. And we're going to keep seeing that. As the middle hits it, straight to the stands.
To Gorman, to the ground.
Beautiful hit.
So that timeout pretty good. Fire play. In Lear.
Some great stuff out there, Joe. Gorman, another one of the juniors or the sophomores that played a lot last year on varsity. Keeping that strong sophomore core alive and well in this Peters Township.
And over the libero, just missed it. Peters Township ties the buck up 19. That's what they want on the tip.
That timeout working for Coach Kelly. You know, he's definitely he's a master of the craft, calling the timeouts, knowing when to do it. So, you know, great coaching. You know, I definitely trust the call that he takes.
He can be up 24-0 and call a timeout, and I'd say it's the right play. So they got the block up, but just hit too hard as it goes all the way to the outside, to the bottom of your screen. TJ going to get another lead. We probably had like 7 or 8 times where we tied it and TJ getting back the lead. So your Township trying to switch that up, getting their lead of their own.
I agree, Joe. It's definitely been a good 6 or 7 times.
And that's gonna another tie from your Township, up tied at 20. So I feel like it's gonna be probably one of the best set endings of the night.
There's no volleyball like Peters Township volleyball, I'll tell you that much, Joe. Definitely some of the most exciting games to watch in the Whitfield. I'm glad we have that opportunity to stay here and not only commentate that.
O'Connor on the hit to the backside, outside hit incoming, and good field on the donut. As Knox hits it over, digged up, but they can't get it.
Right in that donut hole, Peters Township bringing back that beautiful hits right to the center.
And he said there's no volleyball like Peters Township volleyball, and there's no player like Alex Knox, the player. Digged up, good diving effort. Holmes sets it up for Lear. 22 Gorman up top to the defensive specialist. And it again for Libero, and we're gonna
call a step under the net violation by Peters Township. Or not by Peters Township, sorry, by Thomas Jefferson.
So Peters
they
Township's
go
gonna
under
get
the
the
net
point,
illegally.
and they're going on the run. An excellent timeout by Coach Kelly as he's just 3 points away from taking the set lead 2-0.
Yep, great timeout there by TJ as Peters Township. They try to slow down Peters Township, the 22-20 advantage that Peters Township currently holds over.
We'll cut that out.
Both teams, deep discussion right now. Working on this playmaking, you know. I'm hoping we can see the return of this great wall of PT, Joe. You know, we saw a lot of it last year, some great blocking. They lost some hitters, definitely most notably front row, Caitlin Devine, one of the star seniors from last year. Unfortunate to see her go, but, you know, they've definitely refilled her role. Gone but not forgotten, as I always say.
It's a net, good recovery by TJ on the outside. Difficult shot, and it's going to hit the right hand of Knox trying to get a stab at it, so TJ going to come out of the timeout with a good point. They have no timeouts left. Peters Township still has none, but with the short time probably remaining this set, we're probably going to see it used.
Bella Peckney in the back row.
Her first appearance.
Her second appearance, Joe.
Second appearance, sorry.
She had a really good defensive effort out there last time, so we're hoping we can see that again.
And Peters
As
Township,
it looked like a touch, but Peters Township just hits it out, I think. Refs have a better eyesight on that, Joe, so I trust them.
Here we go. Coach Kelly.
Coach Kelly making some substitutions. Peckney back out.
Coach Kelly won a second opinion, but he's going to take it.
Yep. TJ tying it back up, 22-22.
I think we've seen him before. Like, make one of those second opinions.
Yep. One of those quick
Connor,
judgments.
And splits the defenders and takes 2 bodies on the ground. Our Sledgehammer gets her team the lead, just 2 points away from winning this.
Peters Township getting right on the cusp right there. Callie Holmes to serve.
And one of your star players,
The star player, if you ask me, Joe.
you got to give, if you want to win it, you got to give your winners. And off a wonderful serve.
And uno dos tres.
Ace, ace, ace.
Right there.
We say in the booth, ACE.
We say it on the court, Joe.
Okay.
Uno dos tres.
You're not on the court very often, John.
That's true.
Okay, set point. And tries to get
Oh!
the spike down, but
Right in the net.
missed point, so Peters Township sets 2-0. That's going to put them in the big driver's seat as they come away with this very close one versus Thomas Jefferson going up sets 2-0. So, minute timeout.
TJ keeping it close, however. They weren't able to keep it up.
Some announcing on the closed caption cable network. Let's give a big round of applause for Joey Spagaro and Jack Zukowski. Give us a wave. There you go. Those 2 guys right there, that's the voice of Peters Township Volleyball and a lot of other sports, so that's pretty cool. Okay, the Peters Township Athletic Department.
They're giving a shout out to some absolute studs in the broadcasting booth.
We thank the following
TJ keeping the set close, however.
And we couldn't do this without our camera crew, Lorelai Egger and Caleb Pisto.
Big round of applause for them in the broadcasting
Yeah,
booth. Truly can't do it without our staff.
they do this for free.
TJ keeping the game close. Peters Township pulled away with it at the end. We'll see you in the net sec, folks. I've been your color commentator, Jack Zukowski.
And I'm your play-by-play commentator, Joey Sporgal. We'll see you after this short break.
Kenzie Langlois to serve, starting this 3rd set at AHN Arena. I'm your color commentator, Jack Zukowski.
And I'm your play-by-play commentator, Joey Sporgal. Langlois on the way back to serve.
TJ taking the first point, up 1-0. Peters Township currently leading by 2 sets. However, only one of them was really a pull away for them. They kept it within 3 points on the 2nd set, so, still anyone's game.
Remember, folks, it is best of 5 sets.
That's true, Joe. I'm glad you're learning something.
It's a long off season, in case you guys forgotten.
It's still up, as Peters Township just couldn't quite keep going. Unfortunate. TJ leading out 2-0, as we see some changes in the back row. Callie Holmes back in the red, as Eva Drake redons her libero jersey. As Peters hits the ball out. TJ taking it up 3-0. Joe, what do you make of this right now?
Just balls over the nets, keep it above the ground, and just limit your mistakes, I say. See what Alex Knox can do here. As a chase for it, they need to get on over, just a dump over, so free ball for Peters Township. Sets it over, and the 24 splits them. Boom. And it's a 24.
Mario Dulovic
So that's going to help him out.
getting the first points on the board. Peters Township now down 3-1 to TJ.
Remember, if you are watching this recording, soon we'll be posting men's soccer that's happening right now. Our good friend Connor Seaman be commentating that. So friend of the broadcasters.
Indeed, Joe. A good friend of the broadcasters.
As Drake going to scoop it on up. TJ still going wow, what a play. But still
Beautiful
going is
save.
Peters Township. Knocks. And off the tip.
Off the tip.
So despite the good effort by TJ, Peters Township going to get the point coming off of it.
We've already seen that play today, Joe. Knox slams it right on the line. Libero doesn't know whether it's in or out. Takes a dive for it. Shakes it out of bounds. Beautiful playmaking right there.
And
That's the kind of leader you want on the court.
And noticing something, Drake is back in her libero jersey.
Yep. Peters Township keeping it up. Has to free ball it over.
So Langlois just the dump. It's TJ with the outside hit, and
Oh, not covering the hit.
Drake cross. Drake just caught a few, cheating back just a too far bit.
TJ now leads 4-2. Number 1, the libero, back to serve for Thomas Jefferson.
Good setup by TJ. Finds this free spot and puts it right where none of the red and white jerseys are. Knox, hard hit,
Boom.
right to the bench. Does she know that those people aren't in play? Probably not. She hit it
Probably
there.
not, because she passed it over there, Joe. As Knox gives Peters Township a little glimmer of hope coming back from this 4-3 lead that TJ is holding.
Rulovic onto the backside. Spiked over, but too
Out of
hard
bounds.
hit. Langlois just has to look at it. 4-4. Peters Township ties it back up after falling short on a 3-0 run. And now run tied up at 4s apiece.
That's true, Joe.
Rulovic cheered on.
And it's over. Beautiful floater right there. Keeping it short. You can hear from the bench right there. That was a beautiful, beautiful serve.
And
As
O'Connor
O'Connor hits it down,
places it right into the top right row.
right to the back right. Peters Township taking their first lead of the set, 5-4.
Radulovic continuing his hot streak.
Another great serve by the middle hitter.
And try to block it, just landed in the in the backside.
TJ tying it up.
You know, an extra coat of paint, that's still in. One less coat of paint is probably out.
I'd agree, Joe, but I believe they called a tip on that play. I don't think the call there was in or out. It was hit off the block.
See, this is why we have you back here. Hits the net. So
Rolls off the players as TJ takes their lead back, 6-5. Just a reminder, folks, Peters Township Girls Volleyball is not the only place you can find me and Joe. Friday nights, you can find us announcing Peters Township Boys Football, and in the winter, Boys Basketball.
and in the spring, I'll be alone in the booth. Jack will be down there playing on the court, but I'll be announcing men's volleyball.
We'll see how much playing I do as O'Connor brings the hammer back down, tying it up 6-6. You can see the amount of work that this girls team put in the offseason, you know.
Yeah, I feel
Getting
like
bounced in the quarterfinals was not ideal for this team. They definitely are coming back with a vengeance, Joe.
I feel like they have more talent in one finger than either of us have in any volleyball, I'd say, in this entire broadcasting booth.
Maybe you, Joe, as this TJ now leads the game. Peters
7?
Township down 6-7.
TJ's
12,
lead is
back to
7-6.
serve. TJ with the lead. Obviously, them with the 7. Peters with the 6.
Hard hit by Connor. You can hear that one all the way up here.
In the broadcasting booth.
And
it's a
denied
beautiful
by
block.
Williams.
Angelina Williams, the Great Wall of PT.
Touches from the Exxon gas station to 19. I thought it was pretty
Or maybe
clever.
that's East McMurray, Joe.
I thought it was pretty clever.
It was definitely something, Joe, as Callie is back to serve.
Maybe all the way to the Chipotle.
That seems about right, Joe.
7s apiece. Hit on over, and a weird bounce.
Oh, couldn't get the ball up.
Kind of rolled onto the top side of the net.
Those rough balls like that, those happen quite a bit of the time, Joe. You just get an unlucky roll, can't recover it. You just gotta shake it off and get right back on your horse.
Nope, Slavin's coming back out. And Bishop's going. What is Slavin? There we go. And Slavin's going to serve.
29 Sliders coming back to serve for the Jaguars.
Something funny, Jack?
I just love volleyball, Joe.
We know you do.
I eat, sleep, and breathe it. As Peters Township with a beautiful recovery off the hit. Number 6, Alex Schulo, Peters Township
No.
right side hitter.
Knocks to Williams, and Williams the point. 8-8, all tied up.
8 all timed up. You're right, Joe, all tied up. As we have some new faces, Peters Township on the court. Alex Schulo, the senior right side hitter out of St. Louis, Joe.
Wow.
Some alumni on the court.
Jack,
As
where'd you go to
Drake is back
school?
to serve. I'll give you one good guess, Joe. As they set it up, hit on the outside. Callie with a beautiful pass, setting it up. Lamping with a good hit Hit from the back row for TJ. Knox setting it back up. Pass by Drake. Hit by Shulo.
Slow down there for TJ. TJ hitting it on over. Up top for Knox. Drake.
To the left side.
And
it is blocked by the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars.
denied, snubbed out, whatever you want to add, whatever adjective you want to put that, whatever verb you want to put that. TJ's going to take the lead, 9-8.
Yep, whatever word you want to put there. I'm sure it works as TJ takes the lead, 9-8.
In case you forgot the score, Jack's going to repeat it for me. Just onto the backside.
Just making sure I verify Joe's work.
Tapped over in the donut hole, and that's going to float on down. Number 6, the senior, Alex Sculio.
Alex Shulo.
Solo.
Go Trojans.
9-9.
As Peters Township ties it up.
And as a thank you, she's going to sit on the bench for that, but Langwood's going to come in.
Langwood's to serve.
Langwood to serve.
Getting her bounces in. Floater. It's a floater. And passes there for TJ. Drake calling it. Backing up is Knox. Lamping all the way to backside. Hard hit. And joust in front. And so 24 Mar Rodovich, the junior. Just unable to get the joust in front. TJ.
Now leading 10-9.
And Knox puts the down hole as
Back in the donut
miscommunication. Of TJ doing splits, 10-10 apiece.
Peters Township putting that ball right back where it belongs. In the middle of all 6 defenders. Lamping to serve.
We're in 16. And he needs to get it over. They do, and hard hit the 17. No defending that for Peters Township. TJ
Nope.
coming back to the lead. Similar story to last set. Remember, Peters Township did come away with it, but TJ up 11-9.
TJ just getting frozen after that timeout. Just couldn't produce after the. Couldn't just get that ball over the net.
So we're going to take a small break. We to Drake, the libero, to Knox on the far side. O'Connor, and denied, but too hard hit, and goes all the way to the top side. 11-11 apiece.
Looked like it hit straight off her head, Joe. As Mara Radulovic back to serve.
You're going to feel that one in the morning.
Indeed, Joe.
And hard hit, Langlois gets a piece of it.
And she sends it as a souvenir into the stands. TJ taking the lead, 12-11. Drake back in the back.
For the junior, Radulovic, with TJ with the serve, 12-11, and hits the net and just try to kick out of it as O'Connor, but
Rolls right in.
that's an
on
uno
the
dos tres.
Ace, ace, ace. You know, Joe, up here in the broadcasting booth, we do say ACE, 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 ace.
How
but
could
I'll let that
I
one
forget?
slide. As TJ gets the serve.
Thomas
13-11.
Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson High School, Joe.
Langlois passed to Williams, but recovered there for TJ. Onto the far side, hit over, digged up, Langlois to Drake. And Knox and denied on the block. And some blocks coming in for TJ as they're gonna come away with it up by 3. Coach Kelly gonna sit down, nope, and he will use the timeout. Thought about it, and as we said a lot before, that he is one of the best at taking the timeouts. So hopefully that this can freeze TJ. And you know, TJ, they want to celebrate for getting Peters Township to burn a timeout, but that's I think the last thing you want. As
Exactly.
one of the best teams at making adjustments in the Whitfield, if not Pennsylvania. So what do you think of this game so far, Jack, as our color commentator?
I'm thinking, you know, TJ definitely probably really excited after this timeout, you know, taking another lead over Peters Township, but I wouldn't celebrate too soon, seeing as last time Peters Township called a timeout, TJ was up 10-7, I believe, last set. Peters Township ended up tying it back up, keeping it close, and eventually winning the game. So, you know, I definitely wouldn't celebrate too early, as you said. Peters Township amazing at making adjustments. but you just never know. TJ could keep their momentum. Peters Township could swipe it. Whichever way the wind's blowing to start this after this timeout, Joe. As TJ serves.
Digged up to Langlois, to O'Connor. Small tap over. Manny gets to it, but despite having 4 gray jerseys there, it's ended up hitting the ground.
A little bit of rough communication there. No one called the ball, which led to a Peters Township point.
So good play by O'Connor with the soft touch, just tapping on over.
Peters Township making some substitutions as Alex Knox back to serve.
Knox, the floater.
Short to the outside, making some rough playmaking.
And whistle down.
We're going to call a redo point. Not sure what the call was there. I don't think the ref was in his position. A court violation, which is going to result in a redo for the game.
So TJ barking orders.
Making adjustments. Probably pretty happy that they got a redo on that. Peters Township looked like they were going to start to pull ahead.
Good block
as they
there, but
reset.
TJ recovers onto the backside.
Good coverage there by Lamping.
O'Connor again and
Bang!
splits the back. Bang!
The hammer. Slamming it down.
On the nail.
Peters Township taking it. 13-14. Down 1 point.
Now,
Knox to serve again.
good stop. And get loud again. TJ putting it up.
Good coverage.
Knox on the far side. Lamping.
Back row
backside
attack.
and tipped off. Peters Township, like we said, the timeouts, and they're already coming back 14-14 apiece.
After the timeout, a perfect 3-0 for Peters Township. Knox with some beautiful serving as TJ is struggling to recover this defense.
Short hit all the way and a run and no good there as Alex Knox
With another ACE.
ace, ace, ace.
Knox giving Peters Township the lead back 15-14. TJ scrambling for some
They
adjustments.
still have 2 timeouts left. They got plenty of time, and you can't bring those timeouts home with you. And down by 2 sets, you might have to use it soon. On the far side, just a small touch over for Williams, and recovering is TJ as they're just going to dump it over. Knox, far side, O'Connor yet
Oh my
again,
goodness.
but this time the right time, right place. And a missed hit. We haven't seen one of those in a while from either team, so 16-14. Peters Township with a good insurance point. Knox still going, and
Taking a nice lead right there.
no, they're going to try to freeze her. TJ taking
TJ.
their first time on the set. I'll still take a 1-minute break. That's will give Jackson give you some analysts on his thoughts and feelings of the game so far.
Peters Township, after that timeout, 6-0. Beautiful take right there. The girls, absolutely dominant performance. Beautiful serving there by Knox. Some great hits out there, Angelina Williams looking like prime Westbrook out there with some hops and slams on the court. The Irish sledgehammer taking him down a few pegs with some great hits. TJ just unable to get back on this defense. Those are just some key players to note. We've seen a lot out of them. We see some great production. TJ definitely going to need to clean up a little bit of some mistakes and bring back the scrappy defense that was dominating the game for so long these last 2 sets.
She's been on fire all day. Let's see if she can continue this heat going. Knox, hard hit, right to the backside. TJ recovers, but they need to get it over. They do. Knox sets it up. O'Connor again, and denied, and hits the line.
Oh my goodness.
So TJ coming off firing off the tip with an excellent block, 16-15.
Joe, I don't think it's ridiculous to call this the battle of timeouts. Peter, the momentum always shifts after a timeout in this game. It's whoever takes the last one wins the set.
Some people deny Newton's law of momentum. And I'd say this is an example of it being a law and not just a theory.
And you know what they say,
And
an object in motion has motion, as another beautiful hit by that front row. TJ cleaning up the mistakes, tying it back up 16-16.
Lamping, Williams, up top, on the side, and it's going to be 4 hits. No, they're going to let him play it. TJ, hard hit, and on the run is Lamping. On the side to O'Connor, small touch, and can't take it off. 2 diving bodies, and come up to Pierce Township. Going to get their first points out of the TJ timeout, and taking the point. And Callie Holmes, the senior.
Field general coming back in to serve.
I think we should take a moment to thank our seniors of Callie Holmes and Kenzie Langlis, the 1 and the 2. And we also have you get the 6 and 7.
We have the 6 and 7, Alex Shulo and Carly Stobeski combo. 18, Alison Oshnock. And number 27, Keely Stiegel. Those 3 seniors out with injuries. You know, the first 3 have been in this game, the last 3. Unable to play due to some injuries, but, you know, we're hoping to see them back out. Can't forget the senior manager, Ellie Huffnagel.
Of course.
Keeping the energy alive as TJ ties it up, 17-17.
Just a hard hit right there and all the way to the stands, so souvenir for a lucky fan. But Pierce Township battling back, and on the digs, it calls down. 16, Ray Lamping, the sophomore, did the point. Pierce Township getting the lead back, so as we saw last series, it went to just a tied up to a TJ, what's it called, a lead. But now the time it's tied up to a Pierce Township lead. And Pierce Township in the win that last set, so let's see if
TJ can come away with this. If the pattern will repeat itself, Joe.
Pierce Township, just hoping to get out of there.
Pattern recognition skills there, Joe. I'm proud of you.
It's my ancestors got for me. Small dig, up top, and outside. Pierce Township, good insurance point, 19-17 on forced error.
As Eva Drake back to serve. The true junior, the libero, defensive specialist.
It's it over, backing up a little barrel. And
right in the donut hole. Peters Township getting a taste of their own medicine right there.
Fold me up here.
Peters Township now only up 1 point, losing their insurance point, now only up 19-18.
You couldn't deceive that any better, you know, and also just great carryover. It's an Alex Klein type move, I'd say.
I'd agree, Joe.
Hey, there he is up top in the top left in the student section, supporting on the girls.
You love to see that out of the fellow teams, you know. Keeping it together as Callie gets it up beautifully.
She set
slightly out of bounds.
She set a screen for Knox, so we're all tied at 19. And it's going to be an interesting ending. Let's see if Pierce Township is going to be quite the killer if they can't finish off this final set.
If you see another 2 points going TJ's way, I think you're definitely seeing a Coach Chris Kelly timeout.
Pierce Township just looking to take the lead. They don't want to give up 2 points. Right to Holmes. Knox. Far side Lamping. Blocked.
Oh,
but it's going to hit the
right inbound.
Right inside. So TJ is going to make it to 20.
19-20 will be your score for the time being. As you can see, Coach Kelly starts to talk to some of his players. 17 back to serve, and it's over.
To Drake. On the outside, Lamping.
Free ball over.
As TJ shots the free ball, too. And that one's going to hit outside. We're going to say it's inside.
We're going to say it's inside. Looked like outside from the broadcasting booth. However, we don't always have the best eyes up here. As TJ now leads with their insurance point, 21-19.
This could be it for TJ.
Any point right here could be the nail in the coffin. Out of bounds.
All right, that's going to work for Pierce Township.
Maybe we spoke too soon. Coach Kelly keeping his cool, did not call a timeout there.
Let the girls play. Let the girls play.
Yep. TJ leads 21-20. As Langlois is back for 2.
I think we also have to shout out another Langlois, Mr. Langlois, the PA announcer, doing some great job in this AHN arena. So you shout us out, we shout you out.
Exactly. A little bit of quid pro quo there as Lamping gets a good hit. Dug by the libero, hit over. Drake up. Langlois to the outside.
Lamping, it's up. Big collision, Lamping. But TJ puts it over.
Roll shot it over. Lamping with a pass. To the middle. Slam down. Tipped over. Langlois up.
Still going.
Setter gets second hands.
Oh, and just missed right it there. And who else but Alex Knox ties it up 21 apiece. Peters Township upsets 2-0. And she's hearing it from the bench as Langlois will try to continue it.
We'll see if she can keep the streak alive, Joe.
Digged up by TJ. Up on the front. Spiked over by 1 too high enough. Peters Township taking that lead back. 1-2-21. And TJ taking the last timeout. So that's going to be the last one of it. You got to use both timeouts if you want to win this one. So just 3 points away is Peters Township away from victory. If TJ can manage to get 4 points and a win by 2, obviously for both sides, we'll play a 4th set. And if TJ can get another great set, we get to the infamous final 5th set, 15 points apiece.
You know, basketball has game 7. Volleyball has set 5. Same kind of energy. Some electric plays. I know me and you have seen that quite a few times on this court. And you know what? I feel like it'd be amazing if we could see another one.
Jack, you played a few while you were on the court, too.
Yes, this is true, Joe. Peters Township, notoriously good at keeping games close, especially when they're down, and also when they're up. So we'll see what Peters Township can do here as Langlois is back to serve. Bang. Set to the back row. Out of bounds. Peters Township takes a 2-point lead.
Yeah, good comms, good comms.
23-21 as Field General Callie Holmes barks orders in the back row.
Langlois to continue.
It goes quiet. Crowd is quiet. Set over. Peters Township hoping to make a play to the right side. Knocks. Oh, to the back right corner. Beautiful placement. Absolutely no coverage there.
She can hit a string in the middle of the court and hit it right on. 24-21. Match points.
Match point right here for Peters Township.
Greatest 2
as
words.
we stand in the broadcasting booth. Crowd gets rowdy.
The greatest words you want to hear in a game.
Match point.
TJ on the
Beautiful
backside.
pass.
Langlois running for it.
It's
Holmes
over.
Gets a dump. Another dump. Both sides
Oh,
running. Holmes.
it's still over.
Another dump. Here we go.
Scrappy Peters Township defense. It's out of
Go.
bounds. Peters Township wins the home opener, the season opener for Whitfield Volleyball.
With a clean sweep.
Clean sweep, 3-0. Although that didn't tell the whole story here today. Peters Township and TJ playing a close game. Absolutely beautiful on both sides of the ball. Peters Township just happening
They're only
to
like
take it
what,
over.
like 7 points away from going up sets 2-1. They had a rough first set. They came back and just couldn't get it done. You know.
Peters Township staying only in that second and third set a collective 6 or 7 points ahead of the TJ Jaguars.
So thank you everyone for coming out. We'll be here next time this Thursday.
I've been your color commentator Jack Sikowski.
And I'm your play-by-play commentator, Joe Segal. Good night, folks.
See you in the next one.